Hertz is selling off 30,000 EVs due to sky-high depreciation and massive repair bills. Tesla is laying off more than 10% of staff globally because of soft demand and price wars. And China's BYD, which is a rival to Tesla, already offers an array of EVs for less than $30,000 and this cute little electric hatchback for less than $10,000. They're coming to the US soon. And while EV prices continue to fall, and EVs are sitting on lots unsold about 1.5 times longer than hybrids, that means electric cars are being built, hanging out on dealer lots, and they are unsold. But how did we get here? What happened? It felt like yesterday every automaker was jumping on the EV bandwagon, and now? Jaguar pledged to be all electric by 2025, Alfa Romeo by 2027, Chrysler by 2028, Lotus as well, Aston Martin, Bentley, and Buick all by 2030, and forecasting for EV sales looks like a spaceship shooting to the moon and beyond. Yet now, the EV euphoria, it's dead. Automakers are scaling back or delaying their electric vehicle plans altogether. That's what I call getting catfished. This is an electrical fire, and I'm gonna help us all make sense of how we got here and where we're going. Like, subscribe, and let's go. Tesla. Yes, love them or hate them, they are the golden child of EV adoption. And yet, EV sales growth has slowed, with market leader Tesla stalling. In the first quarter of this year, sales fell by 15.2% compared to Q4 last year. And while Tesla sales have gone down almost 10% versus just a year ago, and profits have followed suit, being cut in roughly half, the alarms are ringing. So let's pause for a second and talk about why this is happening to Tesla and a bunch of other automakers. Like all new tech, it's all about the early adopters, those tech-savvy, well-to-do folks who jump on new tech like it's a Black Friday sale. But even with their enthusiasm, they form a pretty exclusive club. And it looks like everyone in that club who wanted an EV has probably already parked one or two in their driveway. And now we're at the stage where the rest of us need to be convinced that we need an EV in our driveway too. But for starters, those shiny electric rides don't come cheap. They're often way more expensive than your average gas guzzler. As you can see, over the past couple of years, EVs were roughly $65,000. And yes, while they've been trending downwards, internal combustion cars have steadily been just below $50,000 on average. Then, secondly, insurance. EVs cost more to insure, roughly $50 more per month. And with interest rates acting like they've had one too many espressos, buying a car that costs more is a tough sell. Then there's the whole saga of charging these things. Sure, the network's getting better, but let's face it, it's no match for the good old gas station that you can find on almost every corner. Imagine planning your coffee break around whether you can charge your car or not. Not ideal, right? Plus, as we shift from the tech enthusiast to the general populace, we bump into things like range anxiety, fearing your car will run out of juice mid-journey, and concerns about whether these cars can handle the cold, which we've seen they can't.
Is this frustrating?
Very frustrating.
Tell me about that.
I want Elon Musk to do something about this.
And that's fine.
Or can it haul stuff like your boat or trailer and get you to your destination? Which is exactly why other automakers are struggling to get this new tech into buyers' driveways. And here are 8 EVs that are sitting on dealer lots for a long time. Yes, the Jaguar I-Pace. Dealers currently have about 400 units of unsold inventory, which is equivalent to nearly 2 years worth of supply based on current market day calculations. When it debuted a few years ago, it was a sleek and modern electric SUV, designed to make waves in the EV market. However, despite its cutting-edge technology and premium design, it hasn't exactly been flying off the lots. Firstly, there's a huge issue with the I-Pace's range. Many owners have reported that the actual driving range falls significantly short of what's advertised, leading to the dreaded range anxiety among potential buyers. And with a predicted reliability of just 30 out of 100 according to Consumer Reports, it could run out of battery or just break down before your destination. Then there's the price tag, starting at $72,000. The I-Pace isn't cheap, and in a market increasingly filled with more affordable EV options, it can be a very hard sell. In fact, it's such a sales figure, Jaguar has decided to discontinue the I-Pace to keep on pace with other EV offerings. And if you would have bought one new in 2019, it would have depreciated over 54% in 5 years of ownership. Ouch. The Porsche Taycan was supposed to be the four-door electrified version of the Porsche 911, and although it delivered on that promise, it currently is sitting on dealer lots for an average of 239 days. With an MSRP starting at around $90,000, the Taycan also faces stiff competition from other electric vehicles in the market that offer similar or even better performance and range specifications at competitive prices. For instance, models from Tesla and Lucid Motors offer longer range, which has been a decisive factor for many consumers. The Taycan's range, while improved in 2024, still lags behind the competitors. So, new ones just aren't selling. And if you would have bought one brand new when they first came out, you would have been hit with a 63% depreciation stick in just a few years of ownership. The Mercedes-Benz EQS sedan and SUV are facing challenges in the market due to several factors. High pricing. The sedan starts at $104,400, and the SUV starts at the exact same price. That is a definite premium when the Model S, its direct competitor, starts at $74,990. And the Model X starts at $79,990. Additionally, the models carry complex technologies such as the MBUX Hyperscreen, which, while impressive, may be overwhelming for some users, especially the demographic that's buying these luxury cars. Furthermore, their significant weight affects driving dynamics, making them feel less agile compared to lighter competitors. And while yes, it is a Mercedes, the definition of opulence, they are still sitting on lots for a staggering 221 days on average. The Ford Mustang Mach-E initially captivated the market with its iconic brand appeal, impressive electric performance, and innovative features, appealing to both traditional Mustang enthusiasts and new EV buyers alike. Yes, maybe they shouldn't have called it a Mustang, but they did. And this electrified pony has plenty of giddy-up, but it has seen a decline in sales. When it isn't as fast or doesn't get as much range as the Model Y, its direct competitor, it makes for extra pasture time, hence why they sit on lots for an average of 204 days. And had you bought one new in 2021, you would have seen just a horse's hair under 50% depreciation. This is Genesis's first go at an electric vehicle, and it actually turned out pretty well. Road and Track scored it a 9 out of 10, and it's definitely easy on the eyes. So why are they sitting in Genesis showrooms for an average of 190 days? Well, you're definitely cross-shopping a Model Y, and with the Tesla's supercharging network still superior, it makes this Genesis a very tough sell. Inside, it offers a modern tech-forward interior, but with a starting MSRP of $52,000, it's just a bit too expensive to sway Tesla buyers into this fun little EV. Okay, this doesn't come as a surprise, and lightning shouldn't strike twice, because this F-150 is the best-selling electric pickup, period. But Ford recently announced that they would be lowering the F-150 Lightning production by half, from 3,200 to 1,600 per week. When debuted, it was the first electric F-150, promising to do everything the gas counterpart could do, including a ProPower onboard system, which offers built-in electrical outlets to power tools and other equipment on the go. The issue, CEO Jim Farley stood by the truck for 40 minutes while it charged, from 0 to 40%, and admitted that they would have to improve to be a threat to make current ICE truck buyers convert. So, not surprising, these are sitting for 182 days, and early adopters have already lost 61% of value in 2 short years. The decline in Nissan Leaf sales, despite a booming electric vehicle market, has been attributed to several factors. Firstly, supply chain issues have restricted the availability of the Nissan Leaf, impacting sales figures. Additionally, while the Leaf was initially popular, its sales have been surpassed by newer models from competitors that offer longer ranges and more modern features. This competition has made it very challenging for the Leaf to maintain its market share, leading them to selling after 161 days of just sitting, on average. The Cadillac Lyriq offers smooth driving dynamics and a quiet, luxurious cabin, thanks to active noise cancellation. Sales have significantly improved, with 9,154 units sold in 2023 compared to just 122 in 22. Except they're still sitting on lots for 151 days before being sold. Unfortunately, the Lyriq has experienced various technical and software issues that have required attention. Some owners have reported problems such as audio dropouts, warning lights indicating errors, and issues with rear vent operation. While many of these issues can be resolved through software updates at dealerships, owners have had subpar interactions with dealerships on average, which could contribute to Cadillac missing a Lyriq or two. The The electric vehicle market is facing significant supply and demand issues that impact sales, primarily due to supply chain constraints and the increasing demand for critical raw materials necessary for battery production. The global supply chain for EVs has struggled to keep pace with the rapidly increasing demand. But as you can see with this graph, as electric car sales continue to increase, hybrid and plug-in hybrid cars have also seen drastic demand increases. And I mean, it makes sense. People interested in EVs would cross-shop a hybrid, specifically plug-in hybrids, which can run on electric power for short trips and switch to gasoline for longer distances, which gets rid of the whole range anxiety thing, and still gets you incredible fuel mileage. Plus, hybrid technology has been around for decades. I mean, you remember this car? The original Prius? Yeah, that was introduced almost 30 years ago. And the Prius powertrain, a hybrid, is an extremely reliable, fuel-efficient vehicle. And that technology is finding its way into vehicles like the Ford Escape Hybrid, the Chevy Malibu Hybrid, the Lexus RX Hybrid, which has the beans, and even super luxury SUVs like the Mercedes-Benz GLS 450 4MATIC SUV. Yeah, it's got a mild hybrid. And given that a lot of hybrids come in at a lower price point compared to a fully EV competitor, that also challenges buyers to make the switch to just electricity. And we won't even touch on the EV battery range and how it's not quite enough for road trips yet. So, do you see yourself getting an EV in the next couple of years, or are you going to stick to ICE or hybrid technology? Let us know down below. Also, like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell if you're new. I'm Brad, this is Ideal. Check out some of our other Ideal offerings. We'll see you next week, and promise me one thing, keep living the Ideal lifestyle.